In this video, I'm going to cover 3 reasons why Jim Lewis, the inventor of astrocartography, didn't like his Marslines, and I'm going to show you why I think his Marsline interpretations were biased. Hello guys, I'm Rolf Thumes, aka the Pragmatic Astrologer, and on this channel I'm going to show you how to get results by using astrology pragmatically. Now, Marslines get a pretty bad rep in Jim Lewis interpretations, right? So when you look at his book, The Psychology of Astrocartography, even the title where he covers Marslines, even the title of the chapter about Marslines is already indicating that he probably isn't the biggest fan. Just look at this, right? There are a few more examples where I can show you that he isn't the biggest fan. For example, look at this paragraph. Or also this part. Now that we've seen several examples of how Jim Lewis doesn't like his Marslines, right, by his negative connotations, let me give you a few astrological reasons to why that is. If you want to see how easygoing or challenging a planetary line can be, you have to look at a person's astrological birth chart, right? Because the condition of the planet is critical in order to see how the experience over there will be, right? For me, my Mars experience on my Marslines typically are very good, but I'm an Aries Mars in the very beginning, in the first Mars decan of Aries, so I have a very strong Mars, right? For me, it's natural to, be strong, to be Martian, and to be dominant and assertive. However, some places it's much stronger than in others, and those are obviously the Marslines. If you have a challenging position like Jim Lewis, his Mars was in Pisces. It's not the easiest position. That's the number one reason why he probably didn't like his Mars so much. The second one is when you look at his birth chart, just see here, you can see there is a square, this red line is a difficult aspect between his Sun and his Mars. So his Mars is challenged by his Sun. The Sun is the personality, Mars is how we assert ourselves, is our masculine energy, how we take action, how we achieve things, which is an energy, again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's an energy that both can have, right? And the other one, which is also very, very important, is that he, in that time, was openly gay. And that was not easy back then. It was a lot harder than it is today. I still think that, it is not easy, even in the Western, more cultivated societies, but it's a lot easier than it was back in the time when Jim Lewis was alive. So that is another reason why his Marslines, well, probably weren't too cool for him, too easy for him, right? Because when you are not very Martian on your Marslines, and if you don't act Martian, then Marslines can be challenging. And for someone who has a Sun square to Mars and is also in Pisces, being Martian requires a lot more energy, right? For others, for example, for me, it's very natural to be Martian. However, then I have other things where I'm not very good at, where other people are good at, right? So that's the interesting thing about the horoscope, that some planets are especially beneficial for people individually, right? And that you can see when you study the natal chart. So there is great value in that. There is great value in that. And I hope I've shown you several reasons why Jim Lewis didn't like his Marslines. But even for him, if you ask me as an astrologer and as a researcher, I still would recommend people to go to difficult places and work on these aspects, right? Because even Jim Lewis himself said, every planet seeks outer manifestation. And what I would like to add to that, you decide where this direction goes to. Your maturity level and your mastery decides of how you give your planet on planetary energy an outlet, even if it's in a challenging position, because the challenges offer you the greatest opportunity for growth. Thank you very much, guys. Please comment and react. I would love to hear your thoughts. Perhaps you have examples of other lines where you thought they should be easy, like a Sun, a Venus, or a Jupiter line, and then it turned out, well, it wasn't easy at all. Maybe we can even look at your birth chart at some point. The next video, before I forget, is going to be about sun lines. You guys asked for it, I'm going to provide it. So the next video is going to be about a client of mine who now is a good friend, who I sent to her sun line, and the phenomenal experiences that she made when she was there, right? I asked her if I can share the story. She said yes, I just shouldn't use her name and I shouldn't use her face. Totally fine. But the story is gonna be awesome, and it's gonna show you how a dominant strong sun in the chart of a person can be absolutely magnificent when they go to sun lines. Have a great day, and thank you.